Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out the early alpha version of Cannon Brawl, a very addictive and super accessible hybridized action strategy game. It's really hard to put a genre label on this one, to be honest with you. I'm not sure that whatever I say as far as, description is going to really encapsulate exactly what the game is all about. But the quickest, most easy way to get a possible reference point for what I'm talking about here is imagine something like Worms, and then throw in a little bit of like Plants vs. Zombies to that, but there's way more to it, and it's a really fun, really accessible, really addictive game. I did actually spend a little bit of time with it. I actually did this a little bit out of order, or out of sequence as I usually do it, and I went ahead and played some multiplayer with Omrecker, which there may or may not be a video depending on a couple of factors coming up in the next couple days, but I wanted to do this as the introduction piece to what this game's all about. So I will jump into the single player here, we'll get things started, and I will go over the details from there. So let's start up the campaign. I did play, I think, the first 2 levels or so of this to get a feel for it, and then I played some multiplayer matches. I have to say, I think probably the strength of the game is going to come from the multiplayer, but the way it's structured, you're going to want to play the single player as well. So let's start up the very first level. I'll go over the tutorial with you. It is not a complicated game by any stretch, but it is certainly very deep. And I have a feeling once you get into things, you're going to see very quickly how it starts to spiral into a sequence of addiction, perhaps. So first, imagine a great kingdom. Now imagine conflict. The king's jealous brother starts a war. He demands the throne for himself. Things are looking grim for the good king. But the king's daughter, an airship pilot, can help. Alright, Princess receives urgent message. Princess, your evil uncle has defeated me in battle. I'm bringing you something we can use to fight back. But for now, use your airship to build up your economy. Alright, so here we go. This is how we start the game. This is a non-conflict level, just to give us a feeling of how we actually would progress through things. I have to say, the game is very visually distinct. I think it's quite lovely, quite elegant to look at. It has a good sense of character to it. And like I said, it's quite deep, so there's a lot going on here. I am using a 360 controller. So for those of you who care about that, that's cool. You can also use, keyboard controls if you feel like it. I find the 360 controller works just fine. So we're going to go and dock with the HQ there, and we're going to buy a mining camp first thing, because if you notice in the top left corner, we have a set of money that we need to build. So we're going to build down on top of there. That's going to start harvesting resources. The mine produces gold for me automatically, and then from there, we'll notice there are some more gold deposits. But they must be inside my territory to build on. You'll notice there is a little blimp, or a balloon hanging out there, rather, and that is what's generating the field of influence here that we can use. So we're going to have to build another territory balloon, and you can see there's all these nodes that I can pop one down at. I want to pick the furthest one out that has the highest chance of reaching the next gold deposit, and then we'll go back and buy another mining camp, drop that down here, and repeat the process. So this is the core, most fundamental element of how you would, proceed the beginning of your gameplay in Cannon Brawl. So this does not involve any cannons yet, but that's fine. This is just us building, our monetary deposits here. So my 3 mine camps are built. Wonder if my father is back from the battle yet. Your evil uncle is winning the war. Your evil uncle brought you cannons. Hooray! Once you can afford them, build cannons and fight back. So part of the fun of this is that as you progress through the story or play a whole bunch of multiplayer matches, you're going to end up unlocking new types of towers and new types of airships, and all of them have different properties, and you want to bring in strategically the ones that are going to aid you in battle the best. Alright, so the uncle says, "Hi, I defeated your father," and he sends you, "The throne will soon be mine now, minion, get over here." "Yes, sir." "Don't let her destroy our HQ." So this is where we're actually going to, do an actual battle here. "Use lots of cannons to defeat her. Idiot, don't give away her strategy." Well, I mean, it's a pretty easy strategy to figure out. Alright, so we're going to replicate the same sort of formula we used a moment ago, building mining camps and then making more balloons to hopefully expand our territory in such a way that we will be able to progress to the next one as soon as possible. Things at the beginning start out usually, they're a little slower in the first few moments, but things pick up very quickly. Alright, so now we've got a position here we have to actually build a cannon tower because that the enemy's balloon is now encroaching on what we need to be our territory. So we're going to build our first cannon, and then we're going to aim it, sort of like if you're aiming a missile in Worms, and we're just going to shoot out that balloon so we can take that as our own position. You'll notice fully destructible terrain. We can actually just, take out chunks of the land. There are strategic reasons where you might want to do that as well. So we've got another balloon, and I could build another cannon. I think I'd rather actually just build a mining camp first. And my money's accumulating at a fast enough rate that I should be able to expand my influence up to here. And then once I'm at 40, I'll build another cannon. Oh, looks like he's built something that's going to get in my way right there. So I'm going to actually put another cannon right here. And we're going to see if we can shoot that balloon out of the air, hopefully. And I hit it. Alright, and I actually did a little bit of damage to one of his cannons as well, which is good news for me, and I should be able to now build one up here. Thankfully, he's a little dopey, being that this is, the first technical fight level, so I'm not too worried about him. The game does a great job at tutorializing the game. I mean, there's not a whole lot that needs to really be explained that you probably couldn't figure out just by playing the game, in essence, but at the same time, it's nice that you feel like there isn't much of a barrier to entry. The game comes across as like it's a strategy game, but it's completely unpretentious. There's no like level of elitism here. It is just, fairly accessible for all involved. And I was able to join a multiplayer match with someone who's already played the game quite a bit, and I felt like I put up an okay fight. I don't think I was, near winning or anything, but I did put up a fight at least. Alright, let's try and shoot out this dude's cannon, and then we will, of course, attack the enemy base, which is, as you might imagine, the main goal here. I can, of course, sell my cannons if I choose to. I do not choose to, however, in this position. And we are going to be awarded possibly some medals if we can pull off our challenges here, as you'll see in the bottom corner. Action per minute and time, and then success are our 3 medal criteria. So if I can just get another shot off here, which I can, we will have a win. And hooray, everything's good. Wonderful graphics, wonderful sound design, the element of pulling you back into the game with the production values and everything. It's definitely a game that has taken my eye very quickly, and I didn't necessarily expect to be this into it this fast. I mean, a lot of times I'm pretty hesitant to get into strategy games, but this is not straight up strategy. There's more to it than that. I've got a new shield. You won't defeat me so easily. Shield blocks your shots, but let's mine through. Okay, I'll just upgrade my cannons to blast through or shoot around your shields. Perfect. So now we've got a similar scenario again, only we've got a new tower in the mix. And I'm going to do the same sort of thing I was doing a moment ago. I think I should be able to reach that second mining point there, right? Okay, good. Alright, so he's already got a shield ready to go. I need to build a tower right here. Doesn't look like he wants to do all that much attacking unless he's just getting ready. And when I get up to 60 gold, I will be able to upgrade this tower, and it will be able to shoot a much more powerful blast. It should be able to push through 2 of those shields. You'll see each one of those lines is it's actually an individual shield point. And we're going to take a shot, and it should hopefully, nullify the entire shield. Now he's got a whole nother shield already built. And what else can I do here? I can try and build another balloon. I'm not sure how good of an idea that is. And things happen dynamically in this game. Like, if you want to, you can go ahead and put up a shield at the last moment after an enemy has already put up a shot. And if you do that at the right moment, you can actually sort of foil them and use their timers against them, because of course there's cooldown points. Oh, he's just going to take out my balloon. That's fine. I'll see if I can take out your shield or something. Oh no, I took out his, well, almost took out his cannon on that one. I don't want to just build another cannon right there and get more shots coming off a little bit faster if possible. Oh, he's got another shield, but it was a poorly put shield, I have to say. Upgrading my buildings is great. Upgrade cannons to shoot farther, and they deal more damage. They'll even get tougher by upgrading, increase their shot by 5, or their toughness by 5. I'll try and afford all 2 upgrades for my cannons. Yeah, you can go up to the 3rd star there. And that should put me in a position where I should be able to take out most of his emplacements in just about 1 shot. And if I can take down the shield, I don't even have to worry about what he does with it after that. Alright, there's a kind of a poor shot there. I'm wondering, like, if he cuts through enough of the landscape, will the whole thing fall down? Because there are some strategic elements you could use that way, too. Alright, so now I want to start increasing my influence over to that other island. And see if I can maybe get... Oh, big old shot there on my guy. See if I can start to mine over on his island there. I think I should be able to do that. Oh no, it's like half contested. Okay, I guess I can't then. Let's see if I can just take that last shot. And brilliant. Alright, we've got a hit. And now we just want to expand over to there, and then we should be able to start building things onto his island. If they demolish all the landscape, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Can I shoot this far? Oh yeah, I can. Alright, let's take a shot over at his shield. I think that should break through the whole thing. It does, and it even does a little bit of damage afterward. I'll get a second upgrade and shoot out his balloon. Alright, brilliant. And then we're going to just put another one of these over here. And we should be in a good spot to start building up some firing positions over on this island. Okay, his shields are already back up. The timing, I have to say, of how this looks in this particular, like the fact that we're playing, you know, an offline local match like this, it's definitely a lot slower paced. The multiplayer goes by in an instant. Okay, I'm just going to upgrade straight away so I can just take out this enemy cannon here. There are, of course, more types of cannons. It's not just this basic one. Oh, okay, there's my answer. So it looks like the cannons do not fall, or the emplacements don't fall if the ground gets cut away. Good to know. Alright, he is now down another one of those, and I'll see if I can take out another shield. I can, and I'll just, upgrade this up to 3 again. I don't even think I need to get any closer than that. I think I've already done enough. So once this can fire again, I'll just start taking shots on his castle, and we should be good to go after that. I have to say, for an alpha, the game seems very, very polished, and like there's a lot going on here to see and do. I feel like this is the type of thing that I could just jump into multiplayer matches over and over and over again and not even stop. Once you've tried a couple of matches in this, it has this, you know, like eating a potato chip quality to it where you just keep coming back. You know, I've said it's addictive a number of times, so I guess how many ways I'm going to say that. So I've unlocked a new type of tower now. I've got shield towers, which I can use to block shots. You know, so you see something in use, and then you unlock it for yourself. It's a commonly used trope in games, and I think it works fairly well. It lets you see how the enemy would use it, and then you can try and adapt your own strategies from there. And then we've got a whole leveling system, too, and unlocks and all kinds of other stuff as well. The medals and that little progress bar, I'm not sure exactly where that's going. But I know there's something like 20 plus campaign levels, and then a whole bunch of different airships to unlock, as well as the tower. So there's a bunch of stuff to keep you coming back. Quick update, we've captured your brother, the prince. Help, I was repairing my airship and they nabbed me. Quiet, prisoner. Now, princess, prepare to be bombarded from above. I'll try destroying the ground under the cannon. Okay, so that is a viable strategy then. Plus, I've got a shield now. I can use it to defend gold mines at the front lines, or I could just put it up in front of my castle, which seems like a pretty good idea as well. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to increase our towers by 1 here and add the shield to the mix. I was kind of hoping we would just be able to jump right to the missiles next, but what are you going to do? Alright, so I'll put up a shield right now. I'm sure he's going to start firing on me pretty soon. He's a pretty silly guy, and he doesn't quite understand how shields work, so I'm just going to put up another one of those. And also put another one of these mining points down. I believe I should be accruing money fairly fast, so I'm not going to be too worried about spending it. But I will need to definitely get some cannon action going pretty soon, otherwise my shields will be for naught, so let me put one of those suckers down. And if I can, I'd like to reactivate my shield in a moment here, because I am now out. Upgrade, okay, ready to go in 1 second. He's going to fire, and I'm just going to use... There we go. Oh, I don't have enough to upgrade that. Alright, go. And I'm going to fire right through that at his stuff. Oh, that answered a question for me right there. I was wondering if I was able to shoot out an enemy cannon shot out of the air. I guess not. And I'd love to shoot out his balloon if that's at all possible, but I don't think it is. Oh, and he blew up my mining encampment there. And okay, I can upgrade my shield to 3. And I would love to put another shield up, but I don't have the ability. I'm going to have to just wait another moment. And put it right there. Put this one up. And now we've got a ton of shield going. We should be good for a little bit. I'm going to put down another mining camp. So you'll see it looks kind of complicated, but at the same time, it's like there's not a lot to learn and understand. You know, the game's very intuitive, and it does a great job already, like I've said, of teaching you what you need to learn about it fairly quickly. It did suggest that I shoot at the ground from underneath. I chose sort of not to take that strategy for whatever reason. Maybe my undoing, we will see, but I think we're probably going to be okay. The game is, you know, not the most sophisticated in the AI department starting out, probably intentionally so. And wow, I can't believe we blasted through all those shields already. So there's going to be a little bit more gold in our coffers coming in. See if I can shoot out that last tower. And I also need to start expanding to some more defenses, or rather offenses, by putting up another tower right there. Alright, now one more shot should take care of him. It's nice that you can see the cooldown on the enemy towers, so you know when to expect another shot to be incoming. And I'd love to put even another shield out here if possible. Not always the best idea to put them on the front lines, though. Alright, let's put that up and put back our encampment that they just blew up. And then I want to start upgrading this. Once I get to enough gold, which is going to be probably longer. Oh, that was a really bad shot. Okay, I forgot to aim on that one. Don't do that. Just a few more moments, we should be able to get that going again. Although I'm going to also need to put back my shield. That's going to be too long, so I'm just going to spend it on shots. And I'm going to put that on that. Oh, I hit the shield. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. And he blew up my mining camp again. I could actually start selling some stuff. Might not be the dumbest idea to do that. But I'm kind of stubborn, so I'm just going to wait it out and put up another shield there. Oh, really bad shot on his part. I need another mining camp, but okay, didn't have enough for a moment. And let's just shoot through all of his stuff if possible. Take down his shield in one go. I wish I could upgrade the mining camps. It doesn't seem like he can, though. And now I guess we wait, unless I can reach him from here. If I upgrade one more time, I might be able to. Actually, yeah, why not? Close enough, right? Took out something of his, makes him a little slower going forward. Take out his shield again, and we should be ready to fire. I can actually upgrade this again, but I'd kind of rather spend it. Really, there's no reason not to upgrade. I'd rather have the extra shot distance now. I'll spend it on that. And take out that shield with 2 shots. You know, you gotta work the timing a lot of the time as well. And I think so far, we're doing pretty well here. Slower game than usual, but little by little, we're whittling him down. And that should go right through the shield and do a little damage as well. Okay, another unfortunate shot on his side. Looks like his defenses are mostly depleted. You know, the shields are mostly gone, and he's just got the 1 cannon left. So let's see if we can finish that business off, because he doesn't have any shield yet. There we go. And he's going to put that back up in a moment, see if I can get a shot off first. Alright, took out his other mining camp. Put mine back, and I'll see if I can... Yeah, put mine back. See if I can expand my balloons over to his area and start taking another mining camp. You know, the more money I get, the faster I can end things, I suppose. And let's upgrade again and fire on his shields. I could have just gone over the shield, but I chose to deplete it instead. And whatever he just built is going to be gone in 5 seconds. Oh, well, took out his last shield there. Things are not going well for him. Oh, he's got another big old cannon behind his castle. I didn't even notice that. Might as well just bombard it. I could just be shooting directly at the castle at this point. And a big old shield for me. And we should be... Okay, there's the game point. So we've pretty much devastated the landscape, and what are we going to get as a result? Help have been captured, but I'm in another castle. Love your brother. Oh, of course he's in another castle. Where else would he be? Alright, so achieved... Oh, I did it too slowly. If I would have gone 40 seconds earlier, I would have gotten another medal, and thusly progressed towards another goal. Still, I think we're doing fine. I can always come back and revisit that challenge later. So with that, I think we will wrap up our episode on Cannon Brawl. If you haven't gotten the point yet, I'm super psyched about this one. It's a game that I look forward to playing a whole bunch of. I've talked with some of my other YouTuber friends. Maybe this is a game that I'm going to end up playing a bunch of episodes on in various capacities, or at the very least, I'll probably be streaming it at a few points. And, you know, maybe I'll even open up and play with some friends, whoever's watching. If you want to join me, you know, I'll set up a date or something, maybe. So that's something to check out and look forward to. And if you guys enjoyed this game, I do recommend you go head on over to their website. Links are going to be in the description. You can grab it either as a single or a 2-pack via Steam or their website directly. It's not super expensive, and I have a feeling you're going to get a whole bunch out of this game. So do check it out. I think you're going to love it. And let me know what you think in the comments, of course, because I am curious to hear what your opinions are. But as always, if you want to see more in the series, head on over to my website, indie-impressions.com. Nearing 500 other episodes over there that you can check out. Various games, either both free and paid, all sortable and browsable by various genres and tags and things. So if you want to head on over, helps me out, takes a second, and it's a very cool thing to do. I've also got forums and stuff over there too, so you maybe meet some people as well. Other than that, I've got also all my social media links, like my Twitter, my Twitch, my Facebook page, and all of that stuff available right in my description, where you can find the purchase links for this game. So if you want to browse through there, you know, leave a comment if you want. That always helps me out. And if you think I deserve one, a like is always appreciated. Any support you can really is awesome to me. But however that takes the form is really, I couldn't ask for anything more. So That is going to do it for another episode, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, be sure to come back again tomorrow. New episodes every single day without fail. So I hope to see you back here in the same channel, reasonably same time, and definitely same place. Have a good night, and I will talk to you later.